President Bill Clinton speaking out about Obamacare tonight. Clinton, who is a big supporter of it, says President Obama should let people keep their current insurance. The White House says President Obama agrees and has pledged to task his team to find solutions. People across the valley are being dropped from their health care coverage, as you know, following the implementation of Obamacare.
And as 3 on Your Side's Gary Harper explains, they are upset. Gary, understandably so.
Yeah, this is a very, as we all know now, very, very controversial issue, guys. Mainly because the president told everyone that if you liked your current health care coverage, you could keep it. But as many folks are learning now, that's not necessarily true.
What do you do if something dramatic happens? I've had health insurance pretty much all my working life.
So when Lee Leons received a letter recently from his insurance company notifying him that his insurance coverage was being dropped altogether, he couldn't believe it.
Standard Security Life Insurance Company of New York will be exiting the individual major medical insurance market in Arizona.
That's right. The letter basically states that President Obama's Affordable Health Care Act isn't so affordable for Standard Security, so the company is opting out and dropping Lee.
It's frustrating, it's challenging. It makes you really question what's really going on.
With no coverage, Lee says he had no other choice than to find out what was going on with Obamacare. But when he did, he couldn't believe what he was told.
Your rate right now is $268. If you do the Obamacare, it'll go to $563 for the same type of care you have now.
You heard right. It would cost Lee twice as much for the exact same coverage, leaving Lee confused and asking if it's called the Affordable Care Act, why isn't it affordable?
To get the wheels in motion, to make it affordable. But for me and my lifestyle, doubling and more than doubling what my costs are it's absurd. It's insane.
Lee is one of the first consumers complaining to 3 on Your Side, but he knows he's not the only one out there in the same boat.
I think instead of passing a law that says we're going to shove this down your throat and you're going to abide by the corporations that we're going to provide for you and it's mandatory, and if we're going to do that now, I mean, what are we going to do, in a decade from now?
Here because they had every right to cancel if they wanted to, and they did. But this kind of puts a face on what hundreds of thousands of people are going through, or they will go through, because a lot of people are going to be getting that letter, hey, we have to drop you.
Well, and President Obama has acknowledged he's got a lot of work to do, and they need to figure out a lot of these problems.
In the meantime, a lot of disappointed people.
Yeah, absolutely.